Okay, so the last time I did a thing, I used music, as the main focus, right? The music was the base of it. This time I'm shifting it and I'm going to use words. Not my words, though, other people's words. And so those words are going to be picked at random from a book. This is an exercise that I've seen done before where you have a book and you pick a random page, you pull out a passage from that book, and then you use a camera to bring the book to life and make it into motion pictures. It's a good exercise for trying, not really coming up with a story, but using a different story and portraying it differently through a different medium than what it was originally portrayed as. So that's what I'm going to do. So I have this pencil here. I'm going to throw the pencil, try to have it hit a book, and then choose that book and pick a random page. Here goes nothing. Alright, that obviously didn't really work. Alright, so instead I'm going to close my eyes, walk forward, and pick the first thing that I touch, which happens to be the design and construction of engineering foundations. Yeah, this isn't really gonna... This is supposed to be entertaining, not educational. Now, I'm not saying that, engineering isn't entertaining, but no, it's not. My backup plan is to go to Amazon.com, pick a random book, and then see if I can, preview it and get a random page out of it. So I'm just going to go to the award winners, generate a random number, and then go to that page and pick the, I don't know, I'm just going to pick a book at random. Okay, so I googled random number generator. I'm going from 1 to just 50 for no reason, and I get 45. So I go here, and I don't think that there's 45 pages on Amazon, so let me go to 14 instead. So I guess I have to go this is going to take a while, but I'll just pick the top book on page 14 and stick with it. Alright, so before I show you what's on my screen, I do want to say one thing, and it's that I got rid of that book idea because it's not gonna work, okay? It had a ton of characters in it. It was weird, and I didn't like it. So instead, I just picked another book at random, and it led me to 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos by Jordan Peterson. I have actually heard a lot about this guy. Some good things, some bad things. So we're just gonna find out what it's all about, the 12 rules for life. Maybe I can find a really inspiring page or something, which again, I'm going to do it randomly, so let's go to surprise me, and it will give me this, and I haven't even read the whole thing, but it seems interesting, and I want to challenge myself, so the screenshot has just been taken. I'm printing it out, and we're gonna start tomorrow because it's like 10 o'clock at night. Modern moral relativism has many sources. As we in the West learned more history, we understood that different epochs had different moral codes. As we traveled the seas and explored the globe, we learned of far-flung tribes on different continents whose different moral codes made sense relative to, or within the framework of, their societies. Science played a role too, by attacking the religious view of the world and thus undermining the religious grounds for ethics and rules. Materialist social science implied that we could divide the world into facts, which all could observe and were objective and real, and values, which were subjective and personal. Then we could first agree on the facts, and maybe one day develop a scientific code of ethics, which has yet to arrive. Moreover, by implying that values had lesser reality than facts, science contributed in another way to moral relativism, for it treated value as secondary. But the idea that we can easily separate facts and values was and remains naive. To some extent, one's values determine what one will pay attention to, and what will count as a fact. Alright, I kind of felt awkward doing this last time, so again, I'm going to keep the lighting dimmed, tilt the webcam up. So now that everything is finished and edited, here's my take on it. If you saw the last video, you'll see how everything didn't go as expected, but this time everything went very well. I was able to film everything in an hour and edit in about 2. I added the music last, and I really didn't care what it sounded like. Unlike last time, I had a solid idea and I had a lot of fun putting it together since I was confident in what I was shooting. And again, the script was excerpted from a paragraph from the book 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson. Many people have different outlooks on life and beliefs, but if this book seems like it would interest you, follow the link below to the Amazon page and check it out. Also, a side note that I've never read this book before, it was simply chosen at random. So, yeah. That's all I really have to say. So,